On August 4, 1945, a group of Russian children presented a hand-carved wooden replica of the Great Seal of the United States to W. Averell Harriman, the US ambassador to the Soviet Union.
There was a ceremony with all the pomp and significance you can imagine where these small children passed over this wooden seal to Harriman. And there's a photograph of him holding it up, looking very proud of this great symbol of the friendship between East and West.
Harriman placed the plaque in the library of Spaso House, the American ambassadorial residence in Moscow. He had no idea that the Great Seal was more than just a wall decoration. Hidden under the eagle was a sophisticated Soviet listening device. This bug was a passive cavity resonator, meaning that it only became active when a radio signal of the correct frequency was sent to the device from an external transmitter. If the Soviets suspected that an important meeting was scheduled in Spaso House, they parked an unmarked van close by and activated the bug. When anyone near the device spoke, sound waves entered the bug through tiny holes beneath the eagle's beak, vibrating a membrane which transmitted speech to Soviet agents outside listening in. No bigger than a pencil, with no internal power source and no wires that could be discovered, the bug had a limitless lifespan and was undetectable except while activated. For 7 years, the bug lay hidden in plain sight inside the replica seal. Soviet spies eavesdropped on American intelligence agents and congressmen as they discussed state secrets from within Spaso House. Only by chance was the bug's presence finally discovered. In 1951, a radio operator picked up the voice of the British air attaché coming from Spaso House as he was monitoring Russian Air Force radio. Clearly, the Russians were spying on the residency, but repeated searches failed to locate a listening device. On 10 September 1952, the Americans finally made a breakthrough. A State Department security technician discovered the bug hidden inside the seal and sent it to Washington for analysis. FBI technicians were baffled by the bug, and it became known as the Thing. When a British former MI5 scientific officer solved the puzzle of how the Thing functioned, British and American scientists raced to replicate it for their own espionage activities. The discovery of the bug was kept secret until a diplomatic crisis erupted years later. In May 1960, the Soviets shot down an American reconnaissance plane in the Ural Mountains. Furious, the Soviet Union demanded a UN Security Council meeting where they accused the US of spying. Henry Cabot Lodge Jr., the American ambassador to the UN, responded by presenting the bug to both the Security Council and the press.
And here is the clandestine listening device.
This, Lodge said, was a concrete example of Soviet espionage and proof that spying between the Soviet Union and America was mutual. The fact that the world's leading superpowers were spying on each other reverberated across the globe. When the school children presented Harriman with the replica seal in 1945, they had laid a foundation stone for the forthcoming Cold War.
If it should ever be accepted that the Soviet Union can maintain a double standard, whereby they have thousands of spies and subversive agents everywhere, while protesting one single harmless observation flight, the free world would surely be in great and peculiar danger.